It is a crappy, crappy job, but somebody had to do it. We appreciate y'all watching. Let's dive right in. All right, so today we've got a little project to do, and I say we, looks like the wild man's project is simply consisting of play on a rock and dirt piles. But for my birthday or for Father's Day, or I really can't remember which, because they're both right there at the same time, we got ourselves a pressure washer. So thank you to my wife, I guess some kids for that. But we're gonna get hooked up to the cattle trailer, get it pulled out here, see if we get the pressure washer unpackaged, ready to go, and spray that trailer out. Because really don't know when we'll be using it again. I got to thinking November's the next time I know we'll probably need it, whenever we get our stocker steers sold and shipped, which we'll put them on a big truck, but then the ones we don't sell, we'll bring back here to feed out this winter. So that's the next time I know we'll use it. Odds are we'll use it for something, you know, odd here or there between now and then. But anyway, gonna get it pulled out, try to get that thing cleaned out. You know, where it'll be just in a little better shape to stay stored for a little while. As we get ready to tackle this job, I've kind of pondered this question. And I think it's kind of an unwritten rule, and every man knows this, that you never buy your wife like a vacuum cleaner or a dishwasher or anything like that for any sort of gift. But would buying your husband a pressure washer not be like the man's version of those things? I mean, is this okay for her to buy me something just to put me to work? So I don't know. We'll give her a pass, because I actually had been asking for one of these for a while, telling her, hey, if you need a good gift idea for me, it'd be nice if I would quit having to borrow a pressure washer every time we needed one. So all right, enough talk. Let's get this thing unpackaged and see if we can get it rolling. All right, so just show you, yeah, the trailer. Just a lot of manure is built up in here. We last pressure washed this thing out about a year ago, I guess. So just need to get it cleaned out. You see, we do have this, I don't know if they call it a lifetime or whatever, rubber floor, which should not ever need to be replaced. But of course, metal trailer, get this manure out here, should extend, I don't know what I'm trying to say, lifetime of the trailer, keep it from rusting. Two, just makes it look better. It's a hot day. It's a good day to be doing a job that involves spraying a lot of water. But I believe we have everything hooked up. Added the oil, got gasoline in the tank. Now let's just see if we can get this thing to start. See if the some assembly required was done properly by me, and who even knows. All right, so let's see here, got everything on. Move that gate out of the way. Let's give the cord a tug. So far, so good. Now we got work helping me clean the trailer? I'm not gonna spray you. Oh, buddy. Now I know what it must feel like to watch CNN for a couple hours. That is a lot of bull crap. Whew. All right, you see we got her looking darn near brand new. And I guess I would say, yeah, wild man checking it out. I was gonna say that you could say that floor is clean enough to eat off of, but it probably doesn't mean much coming from a guy who has swallowed as much manure over the last hour as I have. But what you think? Is it clean?
Yeah, I'm taking a shower.
You're taking a shower, yeah. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I'm gonna have to take an actual shower at some point today, but got that looking pretty good. Probably let it sit out here in the sun, dry off for another hour or so before we back it back under the shed over there. Sadie enjoying a little freedom. Oh, walk over here too. We shown the dirt and rock piles a little earlier. Those are there more than just for Willis's climbing and playing pleasures. We as soon as we get the tractor home from another farm, we're still trying to finish up clipping pastures. We have to get that spread in here. You can see we got a good rain. A lot of that water runs down through here into here, so we need to get it built up a little. Then of course get gravel. Got 4 loads of dirt, 4 loads of gravel. Don't know that we'll use all that. Maybe more than that. I don't know. But we've finally gotten a good rain. Today is Saturday, July 3rd. Tomorrow's Independence Day. It will be after the holiday by the time we get this posted, of course. So I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday weekend, spent some time with family, friends, stayed safe. But yeah, it was super dry. We got just a little bit of rain Wednesday, so what, 3 days ago? And then 2 days ago, we got a good rain. We got over an inch pretty much everywhere, right at an inch or a little over it. And you see the wild man over there. Mud puddles, he's drawn to them like a magnet. Yeah, in just an hour or so of use, I would say that we're pretty pleased with the Simpson 3000 PSI pressure washer. Couldn't think of what to call that thing. Gonna finish up just a little more on this thing here, but yeah, just about to wrap this little chore up, and got a few other things we need to get done today. Another reason that was a good project for today, cleaning out the cattle trailer, was that it allowed us to be right here at home. Again, with this being the holiday weekend, we have there, we're cooking right at 225. Meat is at 158. We have a brisket on here, so it's been on there for right at 4 hours. It's right at that 160 or so mark. We're about to wrap that and put it back on. So needed to hang here close by. See, cattle trailer, barn just right down there, so that we had easy access to the grill. Didn't want to get too far away, but get this thing wrapped up here over the next few hours, and then we gotta go do some other chores. I think I may try to mow the yard. Yeah, we hadn't mowed it in a couple of weeks because it had gotten so dry, but we did get that rain, so it has really jumped. But let's get this baby wrapped up. All right. And I did wash my hands. So, this thing up right at about 155, 160 degrees. We're gonna wrap it back on there. We're gonna cook her to about 200, 203, somewhere in there. Probe. right, so we knew that brisket needed at least another couple of hours on the smoker, so we still have it hanging around the house. So we jumped on the mower, got the yard mowing knocked out for the day or for the week. And I just want to point out, so today, while smoking a brisket, I have pressure washed and now mowed the yard. So I have to be at a dad level, like 10 out of 10 right now. Ultimate dadding here on this Saturday. But I'm gonna head up there, check a temperature on the smoker. Last time I stopped on one of my rounds, the meat was up to like 193, so getting very close to pulling that off. All right, she has made it to what should be done temperature. I'll wrap it here and see how easily that probe slides in and out. That was one of my favorite ways of assessing doneness. Let's see here. Use a hot pad. Slide that probe out. Oh yeah. Slides in there with little to no resistance. Like, okay. So, gonna wrap it back up. It's only 3 o'clock, but we've got about 3 hours till supper, 3-4 hours even. So, we'll wrap that thing up tight and throw it in the cooler where it can stay warm and be ready to eat here later on. All right, so my brother and his family went out of town for the holiday weekend, and they'll be back tomorrow. I left yesterday, so I'm gonna head over to his place and check on his stocker steers, make sure they're okay. They should be fine, but we do like to put eyes on all of them every day. So right over there, just take a look at them. All right, so just pulled up. He's got them back here in the back part of his place. There's a few right over there. Looks like the bulk of them over there, but he again, we've been over here before, talked about this place, but this was all row crop ground. He purchased it, actually did have one crop on it before, I guess getting close to 2 years ago now. We planted fescue, clover, and orchard grass mix, and then he came back in and oversowed some Lespedeza as well, and it's really done well. This year, first year he grazed it. Last year he just let the grass kind of really get established. You can still see out through here where it was all drilled in. Of course, they've got it eaten down really good right here around this gate. But get out there and take a look at those boys. He's got these nice watering systems here as well, because they're fenced out of all the waterways. In RCS has some good programs for doing things like that, and so they're all reliant on these automatic waterers for water source here. Hey there, buddy boys. All right, climb up here on our perch, see if we can get a good count of them. Something in my beard there. There's 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, y'all are gonna have to scatter out. I can't count you when you're all bunched up like that. But another nice thing about his place is that there's nowhere for them to hide. Like, they can't get into the timber. There's not really much timber on this place. And what little bit there is, they fence them out of it. And so, of course, on our farm, about half of it's timber. And so no matter which pasture I have them in, there are endless places for them to hide and be out of sight. And so when we're checking them, it's just hard to get a head count on ours every day. In fact, it's uncommon that I do account for all, just 73 of them right now. But with his, it's like they have nowhere to hide. They have plenty of shade, around the edges, like spot over there, and because the fencing is right up to the woods, but nowhere for them to actually get in there and hide from you where you can't be seen. So it's a good looking bunch. We'll walk out there through them, see if we can get them to kind of spread out. We can get a head count. 22, 24, 26, 28. There's 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, and then 4 more over there by themselves. That gives us 48. So that is all of them. You can see, especially right here where we are, this is some of the wetter ground on the place. That fescue's still hanging in there, doing really well. But good looking bunch of calves. We can send him a text, let him know that we checked on them and everything looks good. He'll be back tomorrow. Like I say, he can take back over his duties, but I'm gonna owe him because we're about to go out of town for a softball tournament, so I'll be relying on him and my dad to watch over my stuff. So try to help each other out. Another really nice thing and advantage he has over on this farm is that it is all entirely new fence. There was absolutely no fencing on this farm when he bought it, and so every bit of it's brand new. Now, of course, he did have to pay to fence it, but it is nice from a standpoint of, unless a tree falls just smack on the fence, or one of these boys just completely decides they're just going to try to run right through it, which they probably could, but not quite as many concerns for him on just the fencing and the integrity of it and keeping them in. But yeah, these waterers, nice. They come and push those balls up. The water in there nice, good and clean. They're about to give us a demonstration as to how these waterers work. So yeah. Now they're gonna wonder who this weird guy is holding my camera. Yeah. They got it figured out. Flies are kind of bad. Yeah. Little demonstrations how those waterers work. I believe there's also a way, the balls are in there because of course it keeps any debris or anything from getting down in the water. Maybe also keeps any algae or anything from growing too. I don't know that that's exactly right, but you can take those out or remove them, you know, whenever they're first on these waters and learning how to use them. Point that out, but they learn very quickly how those work. You got a guy over there scratching his head on the dirt pile. They're funny animals, which these guys, you know, at this size, they're kind of like a bunch of teenagers is the way I always think about them. They're always kind of up to something, looking for some kind of trouble to get into. Half time you'll pull out here and they'll have the mineral feeder turned over, or he doesn't have any feed troughs out here right now, but they'll have all the feed bunks flipped over. They're just always into something. All right, so I know you didn't think that we were gonna get through an entire video without talking about forages, because as I say all the time, I'm a self-proclaimed forage nerd, grass farmer, whatever you want to call it. But looking at his pasture, of course, red clover still getting after it. Seems like it, you see a little flower there, hangs on and does better, you know, later on into the year. You know, now we're well into summer, and like your white clover does. See, it's just kind of about done its thing. And of course, it's got its fescue. But something I wanted to talk about, because we really don't have much, if any of it really on either of our farms, is Lespedeza right there. So it's mainly up here on this higher, more well-drained ground. It is a warm season legume, so there you go. Of course, the clovers being cool season forages, they're really nice during the spring and fall, but here during the summer, you know, they don't do quite as much. And so we came in, I guess when he initially planted all this, it was again a fescue, orchard grass, and red and white clover. And then he came back in that next summer, which I guess was a year ago, and broadcast a bunch of Lespedeza. And here up on some of this higher ground, it's more well drained. It's really done well, really taken off. Out there in that bottom where they are right now, it's a lot wetter. It's not quite as thick down there there, but yeah, you can see it. Some of these drier spots, there's really a good bunch of it there, but yeah, just another way to try to diversify the grazing, you know, food options out here for them, just to you know, give them, you know, more to eat, make them more efficient in converting that into pounds of game. But anyway, we need to get back home, get showered, so we can enjoy a little of that brisket. I want y'all to see what that final product looks like. All right, so here's our final product. Slice into her. See what we got there. Oh yeah. I gotta try a slice of that.
Mommy.
That was incredible. Here, try a bite. What do you think? You don't want that? All right. Well, and that may just about wrap up this video. Again, Independence Day weekend. I want to say God bless America, but also remind everybody, as always, eat beef and God bless.